This is a HeadGum podcast.
It's the perfect time to start an episode, Squeezy screaming.
I love that.
That's always fabulous.
I think he knows when we set up the equipment. He's like, this
my
is my time. He wants his own podcast, honestly. Podcast. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah. I mean, in between that and Lila always, trying to speak into the mics when we set them up, I think, they could have their nice own, duo show.
I would absolutely listen to that.
I would love that so much.
Well, this is Coffee with Crachel. I'm Rachel.
I'm Chris.
And if I sound a little fucked up, it's because the allergies. They have fucked my whole face today.
It's because it's really fucking hot today.
Is it?
We already broke the high temperature record for today.
Well, luckily it stays really nice and cool in our apartment.
Yo, my toes are freezing right now.
I know. I love that we don't get any direct sunlight, but we still get a lot of sunlight, but it's not warm in our apartment.
It's just fabulous.
I always wake up cold. It sucks getting out of bed in this apartment, though.
It does, especially with the
fan.
That too, but just no carpet. That's the one thing about carpet is that it's not cold on your feet, but I would gladly get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping it for that one sole reason.
There's always people that are like, oh my god, I could never live with just hardwood floors or whatever because I need the cold floor or whatever is too cold, and that's the light, that is not a problem for me at all. I don't mind that. And I have slippers anyway. But that was because my arches were killing me from walking on it.
Yeah, we're not used to it. I need to get a pair of those slippers, those LL Bean slippers.
Yo,
those are nice.
They'll change your life.
I steal them every once in a while.
I know. I wear them every time I'm in the apartment.
Moisture wicking.
Yeah, they are. I love that. So what coffee are we drinking today?
So this coffee is actually from your manager. This is Kuma coffee.
Ooh,
it's got a nice a bear on the front of it, a nice blue bear.
Yeah.
This is Bourbano and Lopez Colombia blend.
Aww.
There's now, contrary to some other bags where they don't have a lot of info, this one has a ton of information on it.
Can I see? Can I see?
Yeah. Take a look at that. It's got varietal and
oh,
shit.
wow. It tells you the farmer himself.
Old McDonald. Yeah.
And the process and some notes about it. Oh, the notes are pomelo, candy grapefruit, rubio, or Rui, Rube, and tea and kumquat.
Well,
it's rooibos tea.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first took a sip of it, for the very first second, I didn't think I was gonna like it. But then, as I started drinking more, I was like, you know what? I actually really like this. It's one of those flavors that grew on me over that couple of seconds. Yeah,
it's a good breakfast blend. Yeah,
God.
They sent over a couple of bags of coffee because I've been doing some business lately, folks.
Yeah.
And so this was kind of a hey, thanks, coffee blend. So
it's good though, and I want to try the other ones.
I know. So yeah,
fucking fabulous.
But we're working on some stuff, guys, for both myself and the podcast in the future, and hopefully doing endeavors. So yeah, exciting things
are churning.
I know. I hate when you're that person that's exciting things are happening, but I can't tell you anything. But that's kind of how
things are happening. Can't tell you that.
Yeah, but for the last 6 months, nothing really new was happening, and we were just doing the show, and I was just making videos, and yeah, it's always this time of year when things start to blossom. It's just like the fruit trees.
Yeah,
the fruits of my labor. So the coffee's good, the company's average, and the allergies are not great.
Well, while we're somewhat talking about company, our company is these cats, and one of them has really pissed us off in the past couple of days.
Guys, Squeezy, okay, you have to admit, Lila is at the age, she's at the terrible twos now. She'll be turning 2 next month.
God.
And Squeezy will be turning 4. Which I really hate. But anyway, so Lila is, at her point in her young, chunky life where she just fucks with us and likes to make a lot of noise and demands a lot of attention. Now, the attention part, I don't mind.
I really don't mind it, especially, coming to greet us every morning, squeaking at us as we're walking around. Pay attention to me.
Always following me around the whole house. She's basically my shadow, and then Squeezy is an actual shadow. But lately,
I just went down the hallway and he was lurking in the shadows, just
I know,
kind
you
of
can't
crouched.
See him. Sometimes, if it's not a well lit place, you have no idea that he's there. But Lila's new thing is to, like, wake us up before our alarms in the morning because she's that pumped to hang out. Like,
she just cannot handle just being by herself.
And on one of those mornings, it was 1 a.m, you know, she decided that she would be running around at such top speeds that she would knock over our giant, like, full-length mirror. Now, luckily, it's from IKEA, and apparently we found this out that there's, like, a film over the front of it that, not like the peel-off kind, but, like, literally
it's just like
exists.
some like protective shit they throw on there at the end of it, whatever.
And it keeps it from like completely shattering. And so there was definitely like glass, but it was like not just the whole mirror. Like little tiny,
but no big shards that like could really cut yourself on.
Yeah, so that was a wonderful thing to wake up to, the sound of that.
I remember because I lay on the outside of the bed,
closer to the mirror. And I was facing, you know, towards the mirror. And I remember just waking up to just seeing it, like, halfway down. Oh, no.
And, like, you know, it just takes me a couple seconds to, like, register what's going on. By the time I realized what was happening, it had already hit the couch.
Did it go face down?
Yeah, it just, like, leaned over.
Wait, it hit the couch and that's how it broke?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I wear an eye mask to bed because light bothers me when I'm sleeping. And so I didn't see it, I just heard it, and I was like, oh no, Chris, what happened? No!
Lila evaporated out of thin air. She was gone again.
She went right underneath the couch, was nowhere near the incident, and we then, you know, got up and started, like, vacuuming and shit. But everyone was fine, and we just went and replaced the mirror the other day.
But I was grimbly the next day because, you know, sleep was interrupted.
Chris hates when we buy things and then a few months down the line, we realize that they don't really work out or there's something that we want better. And so this mirror was perfectly good, though. Like, it was doing its job and we loved it, so...
I was upset.
How much is that mirror? Like,
it's like $50.
Yeah.
So
which is pretty cheap for a fucking huge mirror.
Yeah, that's why it's so awesome. And I didn't, like... hate it that much to go and replace it.
Yeah.
But if it had been like, you know, like a West Elm mirror or something like that, I would be like, no.
See, that's the thing, like, you know, I have a West Elm gift card that I've been dying to spend, and I'm probably not going to get anything besides, like, a decor item that sits on top of a desk or something like that, you know, like something small. But, like, I've thought about it, like, is it even worth eventually getting nicer furniture if the cats are just going to ruin it?
I don't know. Some pieces...
Like, a coffee table would be fine.
Yeah, coffee table, fine.
Bed frame, probably fine.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But a nicer couch?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go for a nicer couch, honestly.
No. I mean, like, I'm fine with the one that we have, too.
Plus, I don't trust my friends either.
Yeah.
Like, not to knock any of you guys if you're listening, but, like, hey, spills happen, and it's not your fault.
Half the time I don't even trust myself.
I don't trust myself. Oh, my God. We wanted a white couch originally, because that would totally match our vibe.
Then we realized how horrible of an idea that
even
really
if,
is.
Like... All right, so you're walking around outside and you're wearing jeans and then you sit down on the couch, like, you're just asking.
Yeah, especially being in a city where there's just, like, dirt being kicked up, like, all the time. It's not a good idea.
So I'm really glad that we didn't get the white couch. The gray's been fine. I like our couch a lot.
Oh, no, yeah.
I just want to get those leg replacements so it makes our couch look like we spent a lot of money on it.
So after the mirror was broken, like, the next day I went to work and everything, and then when I came back... I was still mad at Lila, and so I wasn't talking to her, and she knew.
Yeah.
She definitely knew, and she was trying to suck up to me so hard.
He was, like, sitting on the bed, and we were both, like, on our phones, and she came over, and she was, like, just putting her whole body in his face, tail, like, wrapping around his face, and just, like, cooing, and he was like, no.
Purring loudly, like, please forgive me.
She's so cute. I love her. So I forgave her the moment it happened.
I love that they can, like, sense that shit, you know?
They know when I'm upset, and they know when I'm upset with them. And they know when I've upset them. Like, the other night, I was in the kitchen, and Lila, you know, like I said, she's my shadow, so she's constantly, like, weaving in between my legs as I walk, and I accidentally barely touched and stepped on one of her little toe beans. Like, it was so slight, because... I just know.
She is
and
she
screamed. She was like, ah! And then she, like, ran away. And she was mad at me. Like, she was hiding from me for, like, 20 minutes. And then she gave up. And then I, like, called her over. I was like, come here. And she, like, tail straight up, you know. She's cute. I like her.
What was I mad about?
Yeah. Squeezy doesn't hold a grudge. I'm surprised.
He's just always got a subtle, like...
glimmer of anger.
Yeah. I fucking love it.
So, what else has been going on? Today is, Sunday?
Today's Sunday.
So, Coachella's been, this whole weekend.
Yeah, that's a fucking music festival you might have heard of.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Now, Guy Fieri was there.
And, we're really sad that we missed out on that aspect.
That's fucking wild. The only reason why I would go to Coachella personally, besides seeing music that I like, would be to see celebrities chilling.
Yeah.
And possibly be able to talk to or get a picture with or of a celebrity.
Yeah.
And if Guy Fieri's one of those people, that's fucking wild to me.
Pretty much the same for me, too. I mean, you guys know I'm not, really, super, huge on, music. I'm not, super paying attention to shit. And so, I'd definitely be there for, experience and celebrities.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I probably will never go to Coachella because my little tiny anxious heart cannot handle it. There's so many factors that go into my decision there. I would love to see the concert and everything, but, fuck. I mean, there's so much pressure on, what you have to look like, and you're also, working with the worst kind of, environment to look good in. You know what I mean?
Fucking sandy desert.
And that alone gives me so much anxiety. Is my maxi dress not cool enough or whatever, even though that would be, the most practical. I would tie it off definitely. So it wouldn't be dragging in the dirt. But, maxi dress, couple of necklaces, fucking giant hat, and sunglasses. That would be my Coachella look. And that's but... how many braids are you wearing? I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't fit in that regard, and I don't like people puking, and I know there's going to be a lot of people puking, and also heat. I'm not bougie enough to have a fucking rented house, so I'd have to camp, and I am also not into that.
Yeah, I like camping, but I like camping in the woods.
Yeah, not on a desert.
No, I'm okay with not doing that.
I feel like that's I've gone to big events before, but that's one of those events where I'm the social anxiety for me is a little too high for that one. And that makes me sad because I'm am I missing out on an experience and letting my anxiety
we're not knocking Coachella at all.
No, I think
totally
it's if you can go and you have the money to do it and you look great and you're having a great time, fucking that's awesome.
It's just not for us.
Yeah, I just don't think I would personally have a good time because I'm such a twat.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to ruin other people's good times,
Yeah, so I feel that.
That's why, any large convention really kind of gives me that. But, there's some that I would still go to
but
in
Coachella
general.
is just, huge.
That's, putting me to, the ultimate test of all of my shit.
Yeah.
That's, can Rachel keep it together for 2 to 3 days? We're in a
constantly surrounded.
Yeah.
But, our social feeds have just been dead.
Yeah.
Because everybody's just there.
We follow so many people that, there's people going from everywhere, but we follow mostly a lot of people that live in California, I would say, because most of the people we know or are connected with are from California.
Yes.
So my entire feed has been dead except for that 1 hour a night where everybody gets back to their hotel or whatever.
Some photos and stuff.
And I love it.
Some posts.
So, so that's been going on this weekend. So it's been Seattle's been really busy this weekend. I feel like people were really out because it's been so nice.
I think there was a Sounders game, which is the baseball team. And so I was out.
They're called the Sounders?
Yeah.
I like that. The sound.
Yeah, that's it.
What's their mascot? A body of water?
I don't know.
What do they do? An orca?
Probably some sort of marine animal.
I feel bad that I don't know our own state's fucking baseball team.
I could never tell you.
Chris has never even gone to a Phillies game.
No, the closest I've ever gone is the local Bethlehem, Lehigh Valley, whatever the fuck sports teams.
Oh yeah, we had the Trenton Thunder. Trenton.
I'm trying to remember.
It's not Trenton.
Trenton. I'm trying to remember what there was a Lancaster team.
Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck that was.
I went to that because when I was in the American Meteorological Society, we went to that.
I remember that. When you invited me, I was like, nope.
Oh man, it was something stupid.
I've been to I've never been to an Eagles game.
Okay.
But that's just because that shit's real expensive. And also I hate football. I've been to many Phillies games. I really like baseball. Yeah. I do. And a lot of people think it's fucking boring to watch, and I think that's why I like it, because it's not like, oh, beefy, like, ooh, let me smash my Dorito in your end zone. Like, I like that baseball's like, let's have a fucking couple of peanuts and a hot dog, and let's play some ball. Like, it's
peanuts and Cracker Jack, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'll ever get back, you know? And, like, I played baseball, well, softball. Hey, softball's
I played
lit.
T-ball.
That doesn't count, you little shit. But the Phillies games were always fun, you know. They had crab fries. I wish I could get that out here. Chicky and Pete's. Get that on the West Coast. Come on. Have you ever had the crab fries from Chicky and Pete's?
I've never been to Chicky and Pete's.
You've never been to Chicky and Pete's?
No, I have not.
What the hell were you doing up in Eggville?
Eating the most boring, basic foods ever to exist.
Yo. Having Chicky and Pete's in my life and having it, like, 15 minutes away was... But you never went. Like, Chicky and Pete's was in Philly. Yeah. So you never went until you were, like, in Philly. Yeah, but...
It was, like, 50 minutes
It was
away.
still, like, even though it was so close by, it was still, like, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to Chicky and Pete's. And the only time I would have it regularly was when I was going to Phillies games.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had, like... a huge stand, and let me tell you, the line for these fucking fries was so long, but you waited in it, because the first, like, 5 innings of a baseball game don't fucking matter anyway. You know? It's anybody's game, so.
Yeah, I've never been to a professional sports game that.
I sang the national anthem once at a sporting event.
Oh. It
was in Massachusetts. They have, like, their own fucking Cape Cod baseball league, and they have, like, their own thing. And I thought it was kind of cute. Like, if you live in that town, the baseball players, they come in from, like, all parts of the earth, you know?
Okay.
And you have them, like, just living with different people in the area, so you just, like, house one of the dudes.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was, at one point in my life, in a hot tub with Chase Utley, before that meant something to me, which makes me really mad, because now that would have been pretty lit.
That would have been pretty cool.
But, so they had their own baseball league, and I sang the national anthem at one of the games.
Oh, okay.
And I was, like, so fucking nervous.
This is completely random, but I just remembered that I was at somewhat of a professional sporting event, but it was for just like biking. I don't know what you call it, like
X Games.
No, like it was like NASCAR, but for bikes.
Okay,
where it's just like at a track around.
Hot Wheels.
It was at the Velodrome, which was like a really big like bike stadium that was in the Lehigh Valley, and I went there because I think like somebody in my mom's side of the family was racing, and so we went and we watched.
You guys had some interesting nuances. You had like the steel things that every movie was filmed at. You had the Crayola place. You had the Peeps, and then you had Jesus.
Crayola, Jesus.
Yeah, and it was Christmas Town or whatever.
Chris Kringle Mart or Chris Kringle Mart or whatever the fuck it is.
Wait, really?
That's a huge fucking like Christmas. Where Music Fest is held, which is also another thing.
Oh, yeah. Music with a K.
Yeah, Music with a K.
Interesting.
But where that was held every year around the holidays, had this huge Christmas, like, it's just, like, different, like...
Is it like a Christmas tree shops?
It's like almost like a farmer's market kind of thing, where it's just, like, all these people that make these different Christmas-themed kind of shit.
I would fuck that up.
Yeah.
So, basically, you're saying, like, an outdoor market devoted to Christmas decor?
Yeah, except it's all underneath, like, the biggest, like, fucking tent ever.
Why the hell am I not going to that?
Well, we're not there anymore.
Well, we have never gone to that when we were together.
Well, we were too busy going to Christmas fucking
Okay,
village.
that's one night. Yeah. That's one night. Christmas is 25 days.
The entire time we were together, we were in fucking, like...
Lancaster,
middle of nowhere town. What are they doing there? Nothing.
No, they're... Oh my god, someone posted on my Facebook the other day, there was like a horse and buggy at a McDonald's drive-thru. And they were like, only in Lancaster. And I was like, people think that this shit is made up, but it's not.
Little Lancaster things.
I know. And someone else that I went to Millersville with posted that he got like a Lancaster historic downtown coloring book. Like an adult coloring book. And I was like, that is niche.
That is so niche. Holy shit.
Soothing as fuck.
It's like 20 pages of just different horse and buggies.
Or those pianos or whatever.
Oh my god.
They had like painted pianos.
You know how cities do that?
Like they'll have cows or...
Bethlehem, I think, was donkeys.
We had cows. Remember when we got the cow installed at Millersville and it was like really bright colors?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. That is just like these random statues of this one object, just
and
all
they were
around
just
the
painted
city.
different colors.
Yeah, it was pianos in downtown.
It was
Lancaster.
pianos.
Yeah.
I love how we're saying that it was like a city thing, but it was just like the 3 smallest cities that we could name right now.
It was just like a Pennsylvania city thing.
I'm sure it exists other places
here.
Yeah, so let me know if in your town you have like a colorful quadrant of things.
Just one object painted different colors.
Yeah, because that's fun. I haven't seen it since, but yeah, the pianos were cool. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. So, I went to Starbucks the other day, actually, when I got the Starbucks for recording the last episode that we did.
Oh.
And something really funny happened that I just wanted to mention, because it's just like one of those like old people technology things.
I love that.
So, like, I was just waiting there for the drinks, and there was this old guy on his laptop, and it was like close to closing time, and like he was getting ready to go, but before he left, he got up and like didn't go up to the front counter and ask us, but was just like standing in the middle of a restaurant, kind of like yelled at the the barista, not people? Yelled at them, but like yelled over to them. He's like, "Do I have to disconnect from this Wi-Fi before I leave? Like, will that mess up anything before I go?" And they were like, "Oh no, that's fine. You can just go." And I was just like, "That is just like
that's so cute."
That's just like old people and their technology. Like,
hey, it could have fucked up something if he was like sending an email and it hadn't said.
Oh, it'd fuck it up for him, not for them.
Yeah. Oh, he was
asking like,
are you guys gonna be okay
network?
if I leave?
It was just so funny.
That's fucking adorable.
Meanwhile, I'm like connected to different Wi-Fi's all around town. I'm just like leaving and coming, like
I know,
connecting to all of them.
I feel like I could probably live in this city without a phone plan. I could get all my work done on fucking
especially
public
like Seattle.
In our building, we have like a conference room that we could go to with Wi-Fi. I could edit all my videos
every time
there.
I go down to the lobby, since my phone just does not receive service in this building whatsoever.
I can't wait until you can switch from AT&T.
I know, like, I really cannot wait. Too bad it's not going to be until like January of next year.
I love that.
Yeah, I connect to the Wi-Fi down there, and like this being fucking like tech central besides Silicon Valley, like there's Wi-Fi everywhere.
I know. We're always connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh my god. Look up from your devices.
I know. We can't. We're so connected.
Speaking of devices.
What?
We were fucking with people on Xbox Live the other day, too.
Oh my god.
This is just something stupid that we do from time to time.
We honestly, we're pretty tame on there. For the most part, and then one night, I mean, we're usually kind of like fucked up already, and then we're like, let's be a little extra tonight. And so we were playing Trivial Pursuit, as we are usually. We like to end the night with a nice round of Trivial Pursuit to get the heart pumping, get the brain.
By the way, we're on a 7-win streak right now, and so I want to play that later, and we're going to continue that streak. We're going to get to 10.
I'm learning a lot, especially about the NFL or the NHL.
Just all of the sports, honestly.
So we were playing Trivial Pursuit, and what happens is, like, if you don't get to it quick enough, people can, I'm assuming if they have a Kinect.
A Kinect or just a headset on, I guess. But I don't know why the fuck you would have a headset on for Trivial Pursuit.
Because obviously, like, if you're talking, then you can get the answer from another person. Like,
yeah, I don't know why that would exist. So I'm sure it's Kinect. Always listening.
So usually when we load up, like, the game lobby and there's, like, a couple people in our room, like, we go through and we mute their accounts so that we don't hear them, so that they don't, like, fuck it. Because it kind of really distracts from the game if you're, like, listening to what they're saying.
Yeah.
And the one night, like, there was a guy, and he was just being really funny. So
we fucked up. We didn't get it at the time because we weren't thinking about it.
Yeah, so we left him, like, be, and he was just, like, he was saying shit that, like, we were saying, like, just knocking the game and just being really funny.
And he was just, like, it was just him, us, and one other person, and he was just, like, dragging like, us. He was like, "Oh, Glacier, what are you doing?"
Yeah, okay, so we learned quickly that he's a geography freak, and we hate geography. I mean, I don't hate it,
it's
but, like,
one of those topics I'm like, I could do it, but, like,
I'm gonna pick science over that.
Yeah.
And so every time we would see geography, like, he would be like, yes, pick geography, because, like, he probably was gonna fuck it up, you know? And so we would pick whatever the opposite category was, unless it was sports, you know? Yes. We don't ever pick sports.
Nope.
But he's always just like, oh my god, whatever. So at one point there was an entertainment question, and it was about Kevin Bacon, I think. Like,
something like that.
I don't know. The word bacon was thrown around, and so he was, like, talking about that. And so I was like, you should just message him really quickly and just write the word bacon so that he knows, like, we're listening. And so Chris did it, and like first, like there's a question on the screen, and then he's like, Glacier, I can't answer your fucking message right now. There's a question. And so there was that part, and then he was like bacon, and then he was like our buddy.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, if you guys want to make me up some bacon, I'd eat that bacon. I love bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
Yeah, so he was that dude. But then, like, every time we would, like, get a question right, he was like, yeah, I know Glacier's got this. Or, like, or whatever category I guess we're good at. He was like, yeah, I know Glacier's going to get arts and literature.
Arts and literature.
Because no one ever picks that.
Yeah.
No one ever picks it because they think, like, it's going to be all art questions, probably.
Also, a really hard category.
Yeah. I think my favorite category is probably science and nature.
Yeah, mine too.
But yeah, and then afterwards he added us as a friend.
What did we send to him at the end? We just sent him...
the game... Won. Oh my god, so the game was like super close, and at the end there, we just like snuck in. We were in third place. We were doing really badly because we were both like really fucked up that night, so we weren't like actually doing our best.
Yeah.
But at the end, we were like, yo, Chris, like, let's get into this, and we fucking won. And it's because the last round is kind of unfair. It pretty much, like, makes
it's anybody's game until the last round.
Like, you could be so far behind, but you could win the last round, and then you win the game. And so all we did was we sent him a smiley face because he was, like, so mad that he lost. But then he added us. Yeah. So no hard feelings there.
That was fucking funny.
I hope that we see him again and we can play with him again because that was really fun.
This is the wild and crazy shit that we do.
I love this game. I don't give a fuck.
I
love, like, brain games like that, you know.
Yeah, trivia games. I love doing that kind of
shit. I love having random facts on the ready.
Trivia games, like, they're both just, like, you know, you gotta really think about them.
I want that one puzzle game for the PlayStation that is super fucked up.
The Witness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there, like, an ongoing story in there, or is it just, like...
I think there's, like, a very loose story, but it's pretty much just, like... puzzle. You're like trying to unlock different. It's an island, and so like you're trying to unlock different sections of the island and stuff like that.
It's so cool, and the graphics look so pretty. If you have a PS4, you should definitely. Is it on PC?
It might be.
All right. Well, so. You guys should look it up if you have it. It's hopefully.
Like $40.
Oh wow, that's cheaper than normal. It's like usually $60.
Yeah.
We're planning on trying to get a PS4 by the time No Man's Sky comes out, which is like June something.
Yeah, I'm expecting that like there's big rumors that like they're all going to be doing like a PlayStation 4.5 and like an Xbox like a 1.5 something like that, you know what I mean?
So like they might S. You know what I mean?
Kind of. So
Xbox One.
Xbox.
Spock. Anyway.
So they might, like, reduce the price of just, like, regular PS4.
So would you just get a regular PS4?
Yeah, I probably would.
Because whatever they add to the PS4.5 or whatever would be...
They're basically only trying to add, like, 4K visual.
Oh. Yeah. That's what everybody on YouTube's getting into right now, and it makes me, like, want to die, because I'm like, there is no fucking way I'm shooting a video in 4K. You want to see every pore? Nope. I don't want that.
Fucking
okay,
way.
I say that, but, like, if I get a camera that's capable of shooting in 4K, and I can afford it, then yeah, I would. But, yeah, whatever.
So, we're trying to... get a PlayStation 4.
If we got a PlayStation, we probably would be like, that would be our lives at the time. Because we have so many games that we want to catch up on.
From PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. I'm just so sad because, like...
Do they have cross-compatibility like Xbox does? With their old games from their old consoles?
I think PlayStation 3. No.
Oh.
No.
That's an edge.
It's just, like, ones that they kind of, like, re-released for PlayStation 4.
So.
But, I'm just sad because we played through like most of the games we went to on the Xbox One.
And we were just going through the library the other day and we could not find a single game we were interested in.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so sad that there's like really like the popular games you always hear about, and then there's like really shitty games like there was Draw a Stickman.
Yeah.
Like why is that a game on an Xbox One?
I liked the 360 game library so much because they had that whole indie game section.
Yeah.
And it was lit, and they had like hundreds of games, and I feel like the Xbox One has like no games.
Like what's the one that we play all the time? That's
what, like
the with the colors and Oh my god! From Castle Crashers people.
Oh, Battle Block Theater.
Battle Block Theater.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, like that shit, like that.
But it's all, I don't know. There's lacking games. Okay,
it's lacking,
and there's so many games on PS4 that we want to play that have already come out or are coming out. And like the minute No Man's Sky comes out, like I'm disappearing.
Yeah,
I will be in space.
We are gone.
And we were already talking about this. Like, all right, so that's a game where it's going to be. They already said like 99% of the planets that exist in that game will never be found.
Yes.
And that's how huge this game is. And so I'm thinking that's overwhelming as fuck. But also, like, all right, so when you're at work, Chris, am I not allowed to be on and playing it? Because
it's just so
I want to make up for all that time.
I want to see, like, everything that happens.
I know.
I know. It's so shitty.
We still don't know what to do. Because usually, like, if we're playing a game together, the general rule is we don't play that game unless we're both together to play it.
Yes.
Like, that's how it works. But this game, like, there's so much of it that it would just be like, you know, you get home from work pretty late and we usually have like stuff to do, and so we only can really play for like 2 hours. And
yeah, I know.
I know. I'm gonna want to be like, what am I gonna do on like a fucking day where I got nothing to do and you're at work and I'm like, it's sitting over there. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna want to play Sims, you know?
I know.
I'm gonna want to be in space.
We already planned that since like when you can make a discovery, like you can discover new species and plants and planets and stuff like that, and you get to name them all if you discover them.
Yeah, and chances are you're going to be able to name a lot of stuff because
nothing has been seen.
It's so huge.
So like we're already planning on making. We gotta pick a planet that's like huge for this, but like we're doing a planet that's going to be just like all our inside jokes and shit.
Yeah, and it could be from like videos. The, you know, Crachel Cooks videos, the podcast, Patreon benches.
What we just call the cats and shit.
So we want to make like a whole like cinematic universe, like a legit universe.
Literally.
And like I just want like a giant, like really menacing looking like dinosaur ass creature to be named like Chunk. You know what I mean? Or Lila.
I hope it would have like some sort of like beast or dinosaur that looks like a stegosaurus, and we call it a squagosaurus.
Oh yeah, like I want the works. It's so cool though. Like if you have a chance and you're into gaming, like you should look up like the videos. There's like really good gameplay videos from like the actual makers, and the game is just beautiful and it's so huge and it's exactly what I want in a video game, and that's why like I will definitely get that console for that game, because they're not going to be releasing it on Xbox for like.
They're not. They have no plans.
They have no plans?
I'm sure it might eventually, maybe, but they have no plans.
But then, like, think about everybody that's already been playing it and, like, all the spoilers, and there would be... Would it be, like, a brand new, empty space?
That's the thing, too. They now are actually starting to have games that can, like... in between PlayStation 4 and Xbox, like
the whole cloud exists.
Yeah, have the same universe. Like Rocket League does that now, where you can play against PlayStation 4 players.
Oh yeah.
But
like, I wouldn't want to like 2 to 3 years from now log in with my Xbox and have everything already. Not everything, but like most. It would be really hard to find new things on there.
Yeah,
and spoilers would be out the ass, so you'd pretty much be fucked.
Yeah, so, I mean...
That's one of those games where I want to be in on it, like, the moment it's... Yeah. And I don't care if it's buggy. I don't care if it's laggy. I don't give a shit.
I'm sure there's going to be, like, a very hardcore niche community that just is, like, on...
Documenting it.
Like, a huge wiki and, like, people that play this for years and years and years and years to come, and, like, just having...
I'll be on that wiki looking shit up.
Yeah. Eventually, like, I want to take our sweet-ass time doing this, but eventually, the main goal of the game, I say that with air quotes.
It's, like, not really a goal, but it's, like, something.
Is to get to the center of the universe.
Yeah.
And so, eventually, I would like to get there, just so I can see, but, like, we're going to take our sweet-ass time doing it.
Because there's going to be all these, like, beefy, cheesy nachos that are going to be like, I'm going to go there, and they're going to spend all of their time just getting to the center, which is still going to take time, because you have to, like... make
upgrade
all of the fuel and your rocket or whatever has to be able to get there. So, like, it's going to take time, but there's going to be people that, like, are going to try to get there first. Yep. Like, I beat No Man's Sky in 3 hours. Like, who wants to do that?
I hate people that do that shit.
I know. I don't know how. I mean, when I play a game, I like to play it where... I'm trying to take my sweet time, especially if it's like a story game or like a game with like levels or whatever. Yeah. I like to take my time and I like to get as many of like the collectibles or whatever, or achievements maybe even, but like usually collectibles as I possibly can while I'm playing, and then I'll go back and like try to get the rest of them. But I don't get...
That's exactly what I do. Just like... try and get the collectibles, but like I'm
not super focused on it, but I'm not trying to like finish the game as quickly as possible.
No, yeah, I want to experience the atmosphere and everything of it. Like,
yeah, and I don't like it when like I had this one friend who would like finish games in like 2 hours, and I'm like, well, then you didn't even like see like half the game because like there's so much more. But
I get myself sidetracked and I go off and I just do random shit.
I like the side missions. The side missions are always lit, especially GTA. Mm-hmm. They had all those like question marks or whatever that you could go to, or the interesting person thing or whatever. This
is just really random, but we're on the topic of video games. If you guys have an Xbox One, Sunset Overdrive is free right now. With Xbox Live Gold?
That game is cool.
That's one of my favorite Xbox One games, and I finished that like 100% and played all the DLC and everything. I love that game so much.
It's so colorful.
It's so weird, and it's like so like self-aware.
Yeah, it's very like they make fun of millennials and they make fun of
just like typical video game shit.
Yeah, video game tropes. Like it's a really funny game, and it's like all I would say like cartoon violence. Like it's not actual violence because you're just like beating blobs. Like it's not dark or anything. So
it's funny.
It's really colorful. I love that game. But I didn't know it was free. That's pretty lit.
Right now, for like the next month, it's free.
Damn, that was like a $60 game plus
it's
DLC. Does the DLC come with it or no?
Not the DLC, no. But I mean, I'm sure they probably have that on sale or something just because it's for free.
Yeah.
It's lit.
I'm just ready for E3. Can you guys tell that we're like super ready for E3? We
E3
need games.
Is one of my favorite times of the year. It just like I love it because I get to see all of this cool ass shit, but then I hate it because it's like I have no money for any of this.
But half of it's like it's not coming out until 2020, so at least you have some time.
The thing that they're saying now is they're gonna start doing more shit like Apple, where Apple's like, and it's available on the App Store today.
I hope so.
Like they're gonna be doing a lot more of that shit.
Good.
Because that's like last year, Fallout Shelter. Remember that phone game I played for Fallout?
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, it came out today.
Yeah, and you could
like,
just get it.
Yeah, they're going to be doing a lot more of that shit.
Good. Because I hate it when they make you wait until, like, holiday. Because then you don't want to... There's just so much happening around the holidays. You want to buy other people's shit.
I would love to have more games in the summer. I would love to.
I know.
They never do because, holiday season, shopping, whatever. But, like, I would love to have more games in the holidays or in the summer.
Yeah, for, like, winding down at night,
Yeah, exactly.
That's when we play mostly, anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited because that means new games will be coming out. When is that?
It's the middle of June. It's like June 15th.
I love the summer now. Like, a lot of things happen. I'm really excited. We have, like, a lot of plans this summer.
We got a lit May, and then June.
June will be lit,
beginning
too.
of June, and then, June we got the...
July is pretty whatever.
When
I don't really have anything.
Fair?
I think it's August, but I don't know. I don't know if they've confirmed it yet.
Okay.
But I'll be there, so if you live in Washington, hit us up. We'll be there.
Yeah. And, I mean, I did see that we had a binge question that said we'll be having any Seattle meetups in the near future. I mean, that will be kind of like a meetup.
We could plan that in July, TBH. Like, we could go to Gasworks and do a binge meetup.
Yeah.
It would be anyone that wanted to meet us, but yeah.
Yeah,
because the weather is so nice, like, we might as well.
I mean, we could do one outside of Vlogverse, so that way, people didn't have to pay to get into it.
Exactly. I don't want people to have to pay to get in if they, like, can't. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, yeah, let's do one at, like, a random park. Or a beach.
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people will be in... Well, not a lot of people, but, like, more than usual people would be in town around Vlogger Fair time.
If you want to meet, like, any of our other YouTube friends that'll be in town, like, that would be a good event to, meet a bunch of people. And, yeah. It's a smaller YouTube convention, but I always have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It's, like, my favorite YouTube convention. I haven't been to Playlist yet, but I hear that it's lit.
Yeah, I would like to go. I mean, I don't like Florida, but I would like to go.
Yeah. My friends have told me, like, my YouTube friends that have gone, they've told me that it's, like, the most fun convention to be at, but the managerial standpoint is, like, it's the most hectic. Like, the most, not disorganized, but, like, it's hard to organize because it's getting everybody to Orlando, and that's a pain in the ass.
Definitely.
But I really want to go probably next year. Like, I'm already talking about, like, events that I'll be at, like, next year. So
it's crazy how far in advance, like, we have to plan some shit.
I know, but we also might be doing some traveling in the near future.
Yes.
And if that is, like, that's obviously something that we're, like, working on right now. And if
that would definitely be more like the second half of the year. But
probably. And like nothing has been like booked or anything, but if that happens, like obviously, you know, especially if it's a place that we've never been to before, like we're going to want to meet up with people, and we're probably going to also be asking you guys like where to eat and, you know, what to see and everything. So
our first step is getting passports.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Because I just know that it takes a while to actually get it.
Yeah, they say to like get that shit way in advance.
And so, you know, that way we could just go to Vancouver since it's like 3 hours away.
And
that would be
Vancouver.
like an easy way to like
meet up with you guys.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of people.
I could get out of the country for once.
Yeah, I know. And there's a lot of YouTubers that I want to see. I mean, fuck, like my goal is to get to, I'm supposed to possibly collab with Domestic Geek if like I could go visit her in, I forget which one she lives in, but she's in Canada. And I've been like, yeah, I need to get my ass over there because I love her so much. And I want to see her in like a non-cooking video setting. Because on my channel, we would probably do something like, I don't know. I want to get her drunk. I want to do like a drunk review with her. Maybe we could drunk review like, I don't know, recipes or something.
Can you imagine if like you did a cooking video with her on her channel, but like she incorporated the hand washing from Christian Cook's house?
But her videos are like are bomb and they're so professional.
Yeah, so we wouldn't want to taint.
I really want to see her like on my channel being like. Because she's super funny and, like, we talk on Facebook and stuff, but, like, I just want to see her, like, in a chill, like, non-cooking video setting. I want to see what it's like. But I love her so much. And if you haven't checked out her channel, like,
we've gotten so many, like, recipes from her channel. They're, like, so, a lot of them are really simple.
Yeah, like, 90% of the healthy meals that I make for myself, I learned from her. So, Domestic Geek. We should just tweet, like, her channel on the fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing is I wanted to talk about this because we wanted to see if this would be an idea for an episode that you guys would enjoy. But, you know, we're obviously friends with a lot of YouTubers and like other online creators. And we were thinking like maybe doing a whole episode where we talk about like our favorite people to watch or listen to. And it could be like
just not even just like YouTube stuff, but like
all online content. Yeah, podcasts, like web series, whatever.
I don't really watch too many people on Twitch, but
I don't really either. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So if you want it, like, because I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube,
Instagrammers too. I mean, hey, just
Instagram accounts. Oh my god, my latest obsession, guys, and it's all because of BuzzFeed. I was like on BuzzFeed, and they had like pottery gifs or whatever, and they were all from like Instagram, and so I didn't realize, but I should have known that there's like this entire pottery throwing community on Instagram where they make like the 30-second to a minute videos that are like sped up, and they are the most relaxing thing to watch ever. And so I went and I followed like all of these pottery accounts, and I mean, pretty much, if you go to, like, my Instagram and you look at, like, who I was last following and you see anything with, like, pottery in it, like, just follow. Or just, like, click on them.
What do you call somebody that makes pottery? A potter?
I would just say, like, an artist, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a word for it. I've only done pottery in high school. I took, like, a pottery class, and it was so fucking fun and soothing, and like, it's really difficult, but oh my god, like, if I had, like, a place that I could do it, that I didn't have to, like, pay to be at, like, a studio, or I didn't have to, like, pay to do a class, like, if I could fucking, like, have a throwing thing in my, like, apartment, I would.
Table, whatever.
I know, and I would, but it would be so messy.
I never did it because we had ceramics in my high school too. I just never took it. I should have, because everybody also took it and really liked it.
Yeah. It was like the class that you took your senior year because you didn't want to learn about art history in art class. You just wanted to do something nice.
Yeah.
And, you know, you were already fucking stressed. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I made, like, oh my god, I made the coolest vase. And it was basically like I was obviously very well into my aquatic nature at this point in my life, and I made a vase that looked like a big coral stem, and it had like two branches that you could put like two different flowers in, and then I put like a starfish on it and like a crab on it. My crab was not very good, but my starfish was, and like it was like a bright orange, and then the inside was like bright purple, and I like sponged it a little bit so that it was like kind of like an ombre effect, and it was cool. It's at my parents' house. I'm sure they broke it, but, it's there. It was heavy as fuck.
Oh shit.
It was so heavy, and I remember like almost breaking it the day that I had to bring it home.
No, yeah.
Did you ever do those things where you go, it's like Color Me Mine or, I don't know, like they exist in the mall and you go there and you just paint ceramics with like a group of people.
Yeah,
like you don't make
I've done
it.
that with you.
Oh,
once. Yeah, we painted a donut.
Oh, that was together. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was there with
you.
I
made an ashtray. Where is that?
I don't know.
Maybe it just didn't fit our aesthetic. But yeah, I've done that like in Girl Scouts. We did that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember we went there once and we were doing, it was for Thanksgiving, and I was making like a squirrel that had like, or no, it was probably a turkey, honestly, a turkey.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said squirrel. And
yeah, same thing.
so there's like a technique that you can use, obviously, to like paint that's called dry brushing, and it's where you don't get like a lot of paint on your brush, you just get a little bit, and you really like, now me as someone who does makeup, I totally understand why you would do this, and it's so that you can get like the color really buffed in, but it's not like too much paint is being used or whatever.
Yeah.
And me being like a fucking, I don't know, like third grader or whatever, I like wanted to, you know, slap on the paint because it took a while to build up the color, and it also wasn't like super opaque when you did it that way.
Yeah.
And like the fucking lady just kept yelling at me, and I remember having like the worst experience, and I was like, my turkey is going to be painted the way that I want to do it.
Turkey's going to be lit, gobble gobble.
Oh my God. I miss doing like stupid little crafts like that, but then it always was like a Jesus craft, and then...
Yeah.
Like those yarn things that are supposed to be like Jesus yarns. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
It's like
about.
2 popsicle sticks, and then you like take some... Tell me if you've done this, guys.
I picture it, but I don't know what the hell it is.
I don't know, but I just know my mom was like, that shit is very biblical, and I don't want my kid doing that, so I'd just be there with like the pom-poms, like...
You ever do those, like, it's supposed to look like stained glass, but little plastic pieces
Yeah.
that sections, and you paint them in?
Oh, yeah,
There's
I fucked
usually
those
a lot
up.
of...
I mean, many, like, I used to buy all of, like, the little craft sets that you could get, like the Klutz books.
Yeah.
And so I remember the one thing that I was really good at was making pipe cleaner penguins.
Oh.
And so, and I can still fucking do that. And they're cute to put on, like, the end of your pencil, you know?
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to hear all about our crafting fun, we did a whole episode a little while ago on just like crafts.
Can you guys tell we love it? Well, we don't do anything. But now we have the access, because before in our last apartment, like if we wanted to spray paint something, you'd have to go to like a parking lot, and that's just like complex.
I didn't want to be like 2 twats in the parking lot in the middle of Seattle
Yeah.
spray painting something.
So now we have like this whole outdoor area that we can go to and just
Yes.
do it there. So I'm excited to be able to do shit like that.
That would be fun.
Did you see, like, there was a guy out there grilling the other day, and I just, like, was smelling, like, that grilled burger, like, barbecue dad smell?
We will definitely be doing that when my sister comes in, at least.
I know. We have to go to the beach and do a little bonfire with your sister.
Yeah, we were thinking about it the other day, of just, like, what... There's, like... Now that I think about it, there's actually a lot of different things that we could do, and we'll have to, like...
I think we're going to have trouble.
We're going to have to pick and choose.
Yeah. I know. And Paulina's going to be in, like, the week before that, and we're going to be showing her around. She's just, like, wants to see, like, all the different coffee shops and shit. I'm just pumped, because I haven't seen my little PB in forever.
Hey, Paulina.
Oh, and then Sarah and pals, they'll be here at the end of May, and hopefully I'll be... If you guys follow Sarah Hawkinson on YouTube, who I've been following forever, and I love her channel... And we're hopefully going to be filming a collab together. She's like, I'm not really creative, so I don't have any ideas. I was like, me neither.
BuzzFeed quiz.
I know, yeah, right? Like, we'll do the Whisper Challenge. I'm going to try and think of something good. But I don't have any ideas yet, but I still have some time to think. So
yeah, we're very excited. We want to show people around.
I know. I love the summertime because, like, the weather is nice. So, like, you know, I'm pretty much a hermit in, like, the winter time because it's just kind of, like... cold out, and it's also raining, so it's just not the greatest, and you're just kind of like taking Ubers everywhere. You don't want to be like walking around and
you know, this year we also had just like the added unemployment that you guys heard of at the beginning of this show. Like, so that didn't really help us not be a hermit.
Like last summer you had just gotten your job at Microsoft, so we were like living.
I was like a couple months into my job, and it was just perfect.
And we were outside like every day. It was so fun. But I'm actually really excited because, all right, so today's Sunday. Yes. And then next week I'm just like working, and I know we're supposed to see Jungle Book with Zach.
Yeah, we're gonna go someday.
I don't remember which day, but yeah, exciting because I really love a nice CGI panther.
Yes,
in my life.
And that cobra.
Yeah, that fucking giant snake that Scarlett Johansson's playing.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that. And then I'm supposed to go with Rebecca Shores, MUA. Follow her on all of her... I know we've been giving like a lot of shout outs in this one too, but these are all like really cool people. So check her out too. But we're going to go plant hunting.
Yes.
Planting.
Now that you've done your research on what you can have with a cat.
Oh, okay, well, I will literally still be there, and every plant's name I'm going to be Googling on my phone, like, no matter what.
Of course.
I'm too paranoid.
By the way, we were, like, I feel like this is a good, like, PSA? Is that the name?
Sure.
But, like, we were looking into getting essential oils because we were like, oh, we should, just, have some essential oils.
Yeah.
It be nice smelling, but then...
Because we have, like, a little mister thingy, and, lavender's supposed to help you go to bed and all this shit. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna, like, spray lavender, like, every night at the same time and, like, train my body and my mind to go to bed.
But cat's not a good idea to use essential oils with. I know that there was, like, quote-unquote safe ones like lavender that you could use, but it's
I just
still,
don't trust any of it.
Like, it's still, like, kind of dangerous for cats.
Yeah, so apparently, like, because they're, they're really sensitive to smells, which Lila, I definitely see that in. Squeezy, definitely. Not so much, but...
Their livers can't, like...
break it down the right way, and so...
Dogs can. We can.
So weird.
But they can't.
So, yeah, so if you have cats, you might want to, like, look up which oils you have and see if they're okay.
I remember that orange was one that was, like, highly, highly toxic.
Wow.
It's random.
That's
and, like,
so wild.
Heavier scents like clove and stuff like that, and I think cinnamon and stuff like that, those ones especially were not good for them.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's... And this is, like, if you're, like... scenting your apartment with, like, just the fucking oil itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
just, like, the concentrated oils.
Yeah, so apparently that's not great. But, now we know. So, it's a good thing we didn't buy any yet.
Yeah, good thing.
We're always, like, everything we buy, we're like, is this going to be okay for cats? That's, like, a constant... If you're a pet owner, like, you know this. Oh, something that we did get the other day, though, is a fucking kettle, an electric one.
Oh, yes.
I'm so happy. It kind of looks like our coffee pot, actually.
Oh, my God. Just as we were getting ready for this episode, I accidentally took the kettle over instead of the coffee carafe because I was like, oh, wait, this is the wrong one.
I'm really excited. It takes, like, 5 minutes to heat up.
Not even. It took, like, 2.
Yeah, and it's great. And it's because we've been drinking a lot of tea lately, and I drink, like, hot lemon water because it's, like, really soothing, and I love the lemon.
And our 2 options were to either microwave the water, which just does not work
It doesn't stay hot.
Or doing it on the stovetop in a pot, but that takes forever.
Yeah, and it's too much stress. You want your tea to be relaxing, not like me being a ravaged mother bear keeping the cats away from the stove. Like, I don't need that kind of stress. Like, pretty much, like, the only things we've been using the stovetop for are, like, when we do, like, stir fries or anything else that's kind of quick.
Yes.
Because otherwise I'm like, nope, it's too much. Crock pot.
Chris and Rachel gets nice glass top stove, doesn't use
No, we still use it.
Use
We're
it.
just really paranoid about the cat, but they know, like, they've learned now. They now don't even, like, before they were, like, trying to get up on the countertop, and we would, like, freak out, and then they would get on top of the stools. Now they don't even come near us. Yeah, they're kind of just, like, passing through if that happens. Yeah, I know. They're more over by the countertop that's on the sink area. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, Squeezy's obsessed with our bathroom though. Oh, yeah. Like, he loves being in there. As soon as anybody goes down the hallway, he is right up your ass, like, trying to get to the bathroom, too. My little squano. He's weird. I know, he is. His coffee is actually really good. No, yeah, it's really good. A nice, beautiful sip. I felt like Bunny Meyer. Oh, my God, yeah. I love her, by the way. I met her, like, a billion years ago at whatever VidCon we went to, and she was like that. VidCon? I thought it was IMAT. No, it was VidCon. Oh, okay. And she was like the nicest bitch ever, and I've always loved her videos, and she's just like very, like, the most real person I've ever seen on the internet. Yeah, definitely. Also, I uploaded a video that I told you guys I was going to be uploading in the one episode that we were, like, kind of heavy at the end, I think that was last episode. Was it? Towards the second half. Yeah, so I uploaded my body image video, and if you want to look at that, it's on my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Rachel Whitehurst, but the response I've been getting from it has been really good, and it was a really good video. Thanks. Yeah. I was just shocked that I kept it to under fucking 15 minutes. It was 12 minutes, or almost 13, but... Yeah, when you were filming it, it was a lot of footage. So, yeah, it was. That's the way it always is. Yeah, it's like... And, like, All right, so some of the shit that always used to annoy me about YouTube is like, so sometimes you'll upload a video that's like really short, like 5 minutes or 6 minutes. I haven't uploaded a short video in a very long time, but I feel like every time I make a video, I just have so much to say now. But I used to like try to upload like snappier videos, and then you'd get people being like, oh my god, like this is like shitty because it's such a short amount of video, like you didn't take a lot of time into it. And I'm like, you have no idea. I usually have to cut down like over an hour of footage. Like the maximum I've ever filmed is probably like, I don't know, like an hour and 30.
And that's definitely probably been like a makeup tutorial.
Yeah. Oh my god. Remember when I worked with New Me and I had, oh my god, guys, I had a sponsorship with New Me like a few years ago, and they wanted like a get ready with me, but not like well, I mean, I probably could have made it like a chatty one, but I don't think those were like really popular back then.
Yeah.
It used to be like Get Ready With Me was like a highly produced long video where you do hair, makeup, clothing. I don't know if I did clothing in that, but I had to do hair because obviously New Me was like a hair company. And that was like the most stressful video I've ever made because it was just so long. I was filming for like 12 hours straight, and then like not filming, but like working
doing
on
all
it.
the stuff, yeah.
Because like what I would do is like I would do the hair, but I wouldn't show all of it, and like I had to do the makeup, but like I don't show all of it. And I'm just like taking extra long. It was like a pain in the ass. But then the video like turned out really good, and they liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes like when you send videos to brands, like if you're working with them, sometimes like they'll have you redo stuff or like trash the whole video and redo the whole thing, and it's like usually really stressful when you send a video to a company. But they were like, yeah, we love it. I was like, thank God, because I spent so much time on this. And then there would be like, oh my god, I don't even remember, I trashed the video. Remember? Because then they didn't want me to curse, but they told me that like halfway through the other sponsorship. There was like one sponsor, I don't even remember who it was for, but like I filmed the video, produced it, like signed whatever, and then sent it over to them, and then they were like, yeah, but you can't curse. I was like, you never told me that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then they made me film it like 3 more times, and then they still weren't happy with it, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this.
Yes.
I'm done. So that was cool. It gets stressful sometimes when you involve other companies, but then sometimes the companies are like, yeah, we fucking love it, it's chill, bye. You know?
I love that.
So that's always like a huge relief, because sometimes you'll like send a video over and, you know, like say back when I had like an upload schedule, that was like the most stressful, because like if they didn't give me that video back in time for me to put it up on like a Tuesday, I would be so mad, because then I wouldn't have like a backup video, and then I'd have to like film and do it all in one day because like they didn't get it back in time. So now that I don't have a schedule, it's a lot easier to do that kind of shit. But yeah. So that's my little YouTube update. I don't know.
That's how YouTube works, ladies and gentlemen.
We could do like a whole not video.
Oh my god.
We could do like a whole podcast about like industry stuff if you're like a YouTuber or want to be a YouTuber and you want to like ask us questions about it, because I think that would be really fun, and finally use something that I'm like that I do to put it to use into
like what you use to do stuff and everything.
Oh
and
yeah,
that kind of shit.
Yeah. But I could do that.
Yeah, that could be something. So let us know about that too.
And then like we could do the favorite YouTubers and shit probably in the same episode.
Yeah.
I don't think that would ever take up a whole episode.
No, you're probably just like the inner workings and like
the inner workings.
All right, so I think that's about time to wrap up the episode here. We fucking talked so much, we didn't even do any questions this time.
Oh no! Oh my god! We did this like 2 weeks in a row. Maybe we need to do like a question episode next, because fuck.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of times I've asked for questions and then we just don't answer them. But...
Oh my god, we need to stop talking, guys. This show.
God, we suck. Whatever.
All right, so anyway, thanks for having a cup of coffee with us. Benches, stay tuned, because we're going to get into Bench Town. All right.
Yeah, we will see you on Thursday.
Bye.
All right, benches. Let's just get started. What are we doing today?
I was thinking, I don't know why, but I thought cruise ship would be fun.
Yeah, we were thinking about what we were going to talk about, and we didn't have any like specific scenarios, so we just picked a random place.
Yeah,
we like
so
to do that from time to time.
This is the benches on a cruise.
Love it. Why don't you get started here?
All right, we got Nicole Dowling, who is down on the pool deck getting a tan.
Carissa is cruise director, pumping up the crowd.
Nicole Allen is cold after eating too much ice cream. Nicole cold.
Yeah. Allison Sense is sensing a storm on the horizon.
Hunter Curtis is hunting for a souvenir to buy for a friend.
Megan Rackley is taking a life jacket off the rack. You don't trust this shit.
Jasmine Moyer is taking a jazz dance class.
Ooh. Skylar Medley is looking to the sky in cloud watching.
Cody Castillo is getting the program signed by the cast of an onboard musical.
And Taylor Collins is tailoring one of those costumes for the on-cruise performance.
Very nice. Heather Ann is answering a trivia question at Trivia Night.
Oh. Sloan Fuller is full after a beautiful breakfast buffet.
I love that. Emma Corbeil is checking out the emergency exits.
Ah. Danielle Manus is yelling at a person who stole her lounge chair.
Kate Convery is having a conversation with another cruise goer.
Caitlin Shalda is putting on a shawl because it gets chilly at night.
Angelica Feliz is applying aloe gel after a gnarly sunburn.
Michaela Scofaro is ferociously devouring seafood.
Me. Christy Bai is buying everyone's cruise photos.
Beth Fonseca is having a lot of fun in this yoga class.
Cornelia Thulin is kneeling to propose while the sun sets.
Ah.
Very beautiful.
Sophie Adams is adding up the amount of money she spent already. That's a lot.
Jessica Comero is practicing her rowing technique in case we sink.
Christina Contreras is excited for her first time out of the country.
Megan Grint is grinning as she poses next to someone dressed as a clam.
I would be too.
Same.
Katie Leo is laying out by the pool.
Jade Holden is holding a fish that was dropped by a seabird onto her lap, which is something that happened to me.
Allison Dowell is grabbing a towel from the spa.
Catherine Simpson is simply over this seasickness.
Marlene Naj is leaning against the rail doing the Titanic thing with a friend.
Me. Gio Castro is casting off illegally at the port side.
Oh, the port side. Taylor Van Eedy is eating some carved watermelon.
Cater Liriano is the person catering this cruise and making all the carved watermelon.
Rebecca O'Donnell is ordering her entree at the fancy dinner place.
Kelsey Gillis is convinced she has gills after staying underwater for a whole minute in the pool.
Sammy Liston is reading the list of activities on the ship.
Michaela Berlingeri is bearing the elements of the storm that came.
Brittany Cella is the cello player in the musical that's playing on board.
Kendall Berg is just screaming iceberg.
Allie McGregor is ordering a bottle of champagne.
Megan Grilly is loving the grilled ahi that was on the menu.
Chloe Killip is killing her cabin mate so she gets the top bunk.
Great. Katie Hart ordered the beef heart tartare.
Ian Murphy is looking at the murky waters.
Kayla Cross is crossing off seeing a sea turtle from her bucket list.
Grace Leedy is leading a conga line.
Cassandra Buckout is out of bounds and being yelled at.
Casey McDaniel is dancing the night away.
Maddie Pullman is loving the polar ice cap views.
Amanda Marie is amazed at all of the ice sculptures.
Jane Shell is getting one of those mini bottles of sand and shells from the gift shop.
Jackie Bergiulio is wishing she had brought a jacket to the top deck at night.
Camellia Malky is amazed at how large the mall is on this ship. There's like an indoor mall in these cruise ships.
That's nuts. Caitlin Whalen is whale watching.
Fab.
Appropriate.
Hannah Neely is handing over one of the carved watermelons to an employee after stealing it.
Lucy Ravenscroft is raving about the customer service.
Sarah Fairbanks is sad that her bank's ATM is not on this ship.
Cody Robinson is impressed by the quality of the robes.
Beautiful. Tegan Anderson is answering questions at guest services.
Lauren Siobhan is shivering after falling off the boat.
Taco Roach found some roaches in her cabin.
Allison Francois is frankly over this damn boat.
Haley Cadwalder is doing the waltz.
Katie Gallardo's gallbladder has erupted on the cruise.
That's fucked. Tina Tompkins is reading a book on her Kindle on the deck.
Sarah Seaman is seemingly distressed after seeing a whale.
Dana Daly is cool with that daily breakfast buffet.
I'm cool to do.
Oh, it's so good.
Megan Wilson is willing to bet in the casino on board.
Great. Jackie Lampo is saying land ho!
Claire Wood is looking at the clear skies.
Kelly Adams is adding some sunscreen to her repertoire.
Temple Murray is pulling a crab leg out of a bin.
Hannah is hand-carving a watermelon for the guests.
Jenna Gordonier has never seen a buffet outside of Gordonier Hall.
Sasha is enjoying some nice sashimi made from fresh fish.
Sarah is staring at that man puking over the side.
We're all that man at one point. Bridget Dubin is playing bridge with the old folks.
Grayson Clark is a clerk at the gift shop.
Lynn Vance is taking advantage of the room service.
Hillary Gay is game for any of the cruise contests.
Anna Hernandez is destined to try some cool fish this week.
Jennifer Holtz is holding onto the rail for dear life.
Courtney White is wondering what that white figure is in the distance.
It's a fucking iceberg.
Or Slender Man.
Elizabeth Doles is wondering if the pineapples here are from Dole brand.
Shelley Smith is shelling out the big bucks.
Mackenzie Knight only leaves her cabin at night.
Interesting. And Rachel Evans is eventually going to find the pool.
It's somewhere.
All right, what are the rest of the cruise benches doing?
The rest of the cruise benches are practicing emergency procedures.
I love that part of the cruise. It's very scary.
Stephanie Boscovich,
Maria Hanna,
Kathleen Wynn,
Elena Barcia,
Zoe Yarmowich,
Elizabeth Hallbrook,
Brynja,
Hannah May,
Rose Barnett,
Jax,
and Megan Prius.
So thank you all so much for supporting the show, and we hope you had a great cruise.
Yeah, make sure you send us the photos that you took.
Now, if you're a bench and you have an idea for bench time ever, because sometimes we're like, what do we do? If you have a location or theme, you should totally leave a comment on the
Any
Patreon.
post, we'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see it, guys. We get emails for every comment, so
yeah, we will see it.
We see them all. So yeah, thanks for supporting the show, and thanks for making it to this end of it.
Yeah, we will, again, see you guys on Thursday. Yeah, that's the day.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.